Hello, students. I hope that all of you are hale and hearty. Stay at home, stay safe, and today you will learn with me the first lesson of your textbook, Honeycomb, the three questions, written by Leo Tolstoy. If you are given three questions, what will be your answer? First question is, what is the right time to begin something? Second question is, who is the most important person to pay attention to? And the third question is, what is the most important work in this world to do? Think over it. A certain king had a thought that if he knew the answer to these three questions, he would never fail in his life. And that's why he sent messengers throughout his kingdom to know the answers to these questions. He promised that he would give a big amount of money if he get the answers to these questions. Many wise men came to him. They gave the answers differently. In answer to the first question, they said that the king should have a timetable and he should follow it strictly. Some others said that the king should listen to the counselors. He should notice what was going on and avoid foolish pleasures. Some others said that the king should go to the magicians because only magicians could see into future, and he could say what is the right time for the king to do the thing. In answer to the second question, some wise men said that the king should have the counselors. Some said the priests. Some others said that doctors are very important. Yet others said that soldiers are very important for the king. In answer to this third question, some wise men said that the king should do the religious works. Some others said that the scientific work. Yet others said the king should do the fighting. In this way, the wise man gave the answers to all these three questions differently. The king was not satisfied, and so he did not give any reward to them. He decided that he would meet a simple man, the hermit, who lived in the jungle in his kingdom. And that hermit, he is a holy man, and he always met a very simple persons only. So he took off all his royal clothes and jewels and left his bodyguard and his horse also outside and went to meet the hermit. As he came near to the hermit, he saw that he was digging the ground. The king asked him to give the answers to his questions, but the hermit listened it patiently but did not reply. The king found that the hermit was old and weak, and he was breathing heavily as he worked. The king felt pity on him. He asked his spade and he started digging the ground. After an hour, the king once again asked his questions to the hermit to answer it, but the hermit did not reply. The hermit thought the king was tired. That's why he asked for the spade, but the king did not give and he continued digging. After the 2 hours, The king once again asked the answers to these questions, but the hermit said nothing. Suddenly, they found that it was evening time now, and a bearded man, was running towards them. The hermit told the king to see the bearded man. As the bearded man came near them, he fainted. The king and hermit removed his clothes from his stomach and found that there was wound in his stomach. The king tried to stop the bleeding. He put his handkerchief, tied his wound, but there was a profuse bleeding. It did not stop. The king again and again bandaged the wound to stop the bleeding, and at last it stopped. The man felt better and he asked something to drink. The king brought fresh water for the bearded man and gave him. The man felt better. With the help of hermit, the king brought that wounded man to the hermit's hut and laid him on bed. The king was also very tired because he had worked whole day. He slept. In the next morning, he found that when the king was up, the bearded man had already woke up. And then the bearded man said to the king to forgive him. The king became surprised why that man was asking forgiveness to him. The king asked, and then the bearded man explained that he was the enemy of him. He wanted to kill him, and that's why he came on that way to kill. But he found that it was evening and the king did not return. He was made wounded by his bodyguards. Then he was his enemy, but the king had saved his life, so he was ashamed of it and he wanted his forgiveness. He also explained that he was his enemy because he had killed his brother and seized all his property. The king felt it and he promised that he would give back all the property of his brother, and also promised that he would send his own doctor and servants to look after him. Then he came out and he found that the hermit was digging the ground. He went to the hermit and once again requested him to give the answer to these three questions. The hermit said that his questions were already answered. The king became surprised how he couldn't understand. Then the hermit explained that the day before, when the king took the spade from the hermit, that was the most important time for him, and the hermit was the most important person for him, and to help the hermit was the most important work for the day. Then the bearded man, when he came, he helped him, he saved his life. That was the most important time for him, and the bearded man was the most important person for him. And what he did for the bearded man, he took care of him and saved his life. That was the most important work for the king. In short, he tried to explain that the present time is the most important time. The answer to the first question, what is the most important time? Present time is the most important time to begin something. It is the time when we have power to work, to think, to act. Past is dead, future is uncertain, but in the present time we have power. We can think, we can act. And the answer to the second question, a person who is in front of us. And if that person need our help, that person is the most important person in our life. We must do best for the person. And in answer to the third question, the most important work in this world is to help the others. This is the duty assigned by God also. God has sent us on this earth with a duty to help the others. We must do this duty, and those who are needed, we must help them. In this way, the king became satisfied listening his answers, and he went to his home and ruled successfully. Now, students, you have to do the questions. Your first question is, why was the king advised to go to the magicians? Your second question is, how did the king and the hermit help the wounded man?